A very good evening to you. You're welcome to the King's Palace TV. If you're just joining us, God bless you. Thank you so much. Tonight, our topic of discussion is the distractions at school and how you can overcome. And joining me in the studio today is no other person but Pastor Florence Dede Nola, popularly known as Pastor Flo. She has spent so many years working with the teenagers at the King's Palace. By the way, it's the Best Answer Challenge Season 8, the distractions at school and how I overcame them. So, and we're going to have our recent college and high school graduates come into to tell us some of those things they went through in school and how God really helped them. So thank you so much for joining us. If you've gotten the link to this show, please send out. This is something we're going to give you guys time to participate. You can send we're going to give you a number to call if you need to ask questions or even throw in some words of advice to our teenagers. God bless you. Pastor Flo, you're welcome today. So nice to see you again, Pastor Flo.
Good evening, everyone. Happy to be in our
Okay, they can't hear you. You probably need to raise the mic. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so happy to be in our midst tonight, and I know it's going to be a wonderful time, even as we interview all the class of 2020 class, both for the high school and college graduates.
All right, so Pastor Flo, I'm going to go straight into the questions. How many years have you been working with the teenagers at the King's Palace?
Oh, it should be like about 5 years now.
Wow, that's a lot. So, from your experience, what has it been like working with the teenagers? I know it's been pretty easy. I know, so easy, right, Pastor Flo?
Working with the teenager is an experience that is actually very unique, especially the type of setting that we have here. And I say to anyone that if you really want to work with the teenagers here, you really have to be very patient and very understanding. And for me, the strategy I use is that I tell everyone, when I want to work with the teenager, I have two caps. Anytime I step into the teenage church, I put on my mother cap, so that if they do anything that gets you angry, I'll just be like, if it's my child, what am I going to do? So I see them as, every one of them as my children, and I treat them as such, and whatever they do, I don't allow it to settle, on my mind. I make sure that I'm focused on what I want to achieve, making them to be better people. So far, that's how I've been able to work with them successfully.
Okay, Pastor Flo, I know today is about the class of 2020, but I'm going to ask you this. In the 5 years of you working with the teenagers, has there ever been a day that you felt like, no, I think it's enough. I don't want to do this anymore. This is just too much. I don't want to do this.
Yeah, there are several days like that I feel like that. At times, maybe you feel low, you feel discouraged. But what keeps me going is that I remember that I gave my life as a teenager, and I remember how people paid the price for me to be who I am today. And so every time I feel discouraged, I bring myself back to that point, when I have to remind myself that, look, somebody did something for me to be standing today, and then I have to do something for these young ones. And so that's what has been my guide. And then I remember, what is that commission that God has given unto me? And then I know I'm answerable to God for whatsoever thing I'm doing. So I see them as souls that need to be reached out to. And that is like the ultimate thing that, keeps me going every time that, I don't really want to go back from whatever I'm doing.
All right, Pastor Flo, before you answer my last question, which is the distractions, you also, I know you probably had distractions to working with the teenagers at the King's Palace. I just want to reiterate that, please, if you're just joining us, it's the King's Palace TV, reaching you live from 5371 East 5th Street, Katy, Texas. It's the Best Answer Challenge Season 8, and today we'll be talking about the distractions at school and how I overcame them. So that's the topic of discussion today. Please send in your comments. Tell us what you feel about this. If you're even as a parent, you can tell us one of the distractions then that you had in school and how God really helped you. So, and we're going to give you a line to call. Actually, the number is 281 624 7051. 281 624 7051. We won't be expecting calls now until probably when we have the students, the graduates coming. So, Pastor Flo, the distractions. I know as as a mother and as a teacher, the minister in charge of the youth ministry of the King's Palace, what were those distractions you had, and how did God really help you overcome them?
Oh,
Considering the fact that you have your own family, you have other things to do and all those stuff.
um, I, I I won't really call them like distraction like that, that because wherever you are, there are challenges and things that comes, with whatever office that you are in, and those are the kind of thing I call like maybe like challenges. Okay, so let me say one funny one. Like
Yeah, I
a,
wonder.
a lot of them will be like they can't hear what you're saying. At times some of them will be, auntie, it's pronounced this. Say it. And you're teaching, and the child is telling you, say it this way." I don't allow it to like bother me. We just laugh about it, and I'll tell them, "Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. But do you understand what I'm trying to tell you?" They say, "Yeah, they understand it." Then the other thing is, like several times, when there are words that are like British English, and then that's not what they call it in America. And so when you use those kind of words, they'll be like, "Auntie, we don't understand this." And I'll be like, "Oh, okay, this is what it's called. This is British English, and this is American English. So in case you don't know, but you need to know. So don't just like limit yourself to just being in America." So those are the kind of things. I want to say they are like wonderful people. I learn from them. They learn from me, and I want to say that it's always been fun, no matter what, when I'm working with them, because when you see what you want to achieve in their lives, you won't see any other thing that want to discourage you. You just want to keep doing it if you have the mind of Christ.
All right, you're going to give us examples without mentioning name, and I'm going to, in Pastor Shade's words, she said there are different kind of fish. You have, I can't start mentioning. So I know that working with these children, can you give us some examples of, okay, I've worked with children that are this, I've worked with some that are gentle, I've worked with some that are black. I don't even understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, the environment you're living in, like if you really want to look at our culture, our culture is that, when an adult is talking to you, you should be quiet, you shouldn't like be confrontational, but it's not that in this environment. When you're talking to them, they want to like speak their mind. So every one of us, we are like, you have to get used to that part of it, that look, this is a different environment that we are in. So that doesn't really bother me, because you see some of them, in my mind will be like, oh, if it is like the normal African woman that you are, I'll be like, oh, this child is really rude, the way they're talking. But at the same time, there's something I call tough love, that some of them that needed to be corrected, when I think the way they're speaking is rude, you still correct them in love and say, no, you don't say this. This is not really nice. Don't talk this way. And then we just like try to like I try to like educate them and then correct them in love.
All right, if you're just joining us, it's still the King's Palace TV, reaching you live from 5371 East 5th Street, Katy, Texas. The number to call in again is 281-624-7051. 281-624-7051. We also encourage that you send in something. I know that a lot of you have worked with teenagers in different phases of your life. So just let us know what's been like working with them. I have a comment already. Oh, this is from Sophia Terminal. She said, yay! And Tokumbo Jare said, we love you, Pastor Flo. Thank you so much, Pastor Flo. Thank you so much for coming. So but we're just going to take a very short break, and we'll be back shortly. Thank you. 5371 East 5th Street, Katy, Texas. It's the Best Answer Challenge Season 8. And the topic of discussion is the distractions at school and how I overcame them. Like I told you, it's a King's Palace TV. And now I have in the studio two high school graduates. But before then, I have a comment here from Tokumo Jai. She said, God will continue to strengthen you, Pastor Flo. Pastor Flo is going to be back with parting words. She said, God will continue to strengthen you, Pastor Flo. Thank you for all you do. It takes God to walk with the youth. God bless you so much, Sister Tokumo Jai. Just keep it flowing. Like I said, please send in your comments. And the number to call in is 281-624-7051. And I've been joined now in the studio. On my left is the, I can't even say, wait, Diola, I can't even call you the president anymore since you're leaving, right?
Yeah.
So, on my left is, or maybe I can still say the ex-president now, or outgoing president of the King's Palace Youth Ministry, Diola. Diola, you want to say something to parents watching at home and your friends?
Good evening, everyone. I'm just so happy that you could join into this channel. It's a great opportunity here to talk about stuff that we went through and be able to guide other people so they don't experience the same thing. And all of you are blessed.
Thank you so much, Jola. And on my right is my very good friend. I call her Favor. Favor, you're welcome this evening. What do you want to say?
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here to be on the King's Palace TV special edition for, graduates of 2020.
All right, so I'm going to start with you, Favor. Tell us, what were those distractions at school, and how did God really help you overcome?
I think the main distraction for me during my 4 years of high school was social media, like freshman year, it's just having to balance your social life with your, education and academics. Like sometimes you have to put your phone away and be focused and actually do your homework, pay attention in class. Do not have your phone out. Even if a friend texts you something, just have your phone on do not disturb. That is one thing that actually really helped.
Okay, so that's one. I'm sure you're going to give us 2 or 3 more. Diola, give us the first one.
Okay. So one thing was rumors. Rumors was something very difficult for me because when you're smart, you're viewed kind of in a different way. So some people viewed me kind of snotty, kind of rude. And so that was one thing that would have distracted me or would have set me off a wrong path. But then I actually took time to listen to what the Bible said, and I actually read the Bible. And I think talking to your parents too about rumors actually sets you to a better path. And it helped me actually know that I'm different. Okay, if other people have anything else to say about me, that's their own. I know what God says about me. I know what my parents say about me, and I know what I am meant to be. So,
okay, I'm going to take you guys on. Favor.
Yes, sir.
Favor.
Yes, sir.
I said the distractions at school. You were not distracted. Boys. You didn't even say anything about boys. Yes. No, really?
That's not the main focus of life.
No. So they never distracted you.
I mean, not with my education. I knew what to do. Yeah.
Really?
yeah.
Yola,
No, please, no.
I need you
Oh,
guys
my
to
God.
keep this real, please. Tell me those things, okay?
Okay, if you want to keep it real, honestly,
Okay,
boys are not. They're not. There's no point. I don't see the point. I know people say that as teenage girls you get distracted by boys, but I don't know.
Say it.
I don't know.
Say it.
nothing
Say it.
to
Go ahead.
it.
There's really nothing to it. I mean, it's just that you have to have this kind of
No.
mentality.
Wait, Diola, wait. Favor wants to say something. Yes.
Okay, as
That's
you
what
grow,
I'm saying.
okay.
That's a distraction. Yeah.
Okay, that could be a distraction for people out there. For me, it wasn't really nothing. Cause as you grow older, it's just okay, is this really gonna really benefit my future in the Is it gonna benefit me in the future? Especially when junior year hit and I was just a senior. I was more focused on my future, what I wanted to do. boys were not in the picture. They're still not in the picture. They won't be in the picture for a very long time. So like,
Good.
I
As a
want
matter
to
of
settle
fact,
down.
if boys come now, just tell them, Corona, I bind you in the name of Jesus.
But yes, that was one thing. And another distraction,
Good, good.
speaking about people,
Okay.
not everybody is meant to be your friend. So there's people like,
Snakes.
sometimes when your parents do talk to you, like your parents know who your real friends are before you realize it. And you can be nice. I'm not saying that you can be rude, because being rude is just unnecessary. But there's people who you know that you should confide in and who you shouldn't confide in, because there's people who you claim as your friends who aren't really necessarily having the same, type of vibe as you're feeling. Like, you tell them things and they're just gonna like go out, say your business and stuff like that, or they're not gonna tell you the advice that you really need to hear. There's people out there who will say advice to make you feel happy. That's not always the issue around. Like, you need people who are going to, make you challenge yourself, because it's not like in life, like I learned from like the friends that I have, that it's not everything that's going to be sweet in life. Like, you're going to face some downs, but then you're also going to face some ups, and you're going to need people in your life to celebrate those ups with.
Okay, you see, I like to keep things very real, and viewers, if you're just joining, it's the King's Palace TV, and it's the Best Answer Challenge Season 8. We're talking about the distractions at school and how you can really overcome. So just share your experience. So I'm going to ask the both of you, were there days that going to school you were thinking of, okay, how do I dress today? I really want to look so cool in school today. That could be a distraction again. That could be an idol. So,
Okay.
Deola, yeah, she want to
Alright.
say it. Yeah.
So for me, it was kind of weird because I went to a school where we had to wear uniforms. And then I moved to a school where we could wear whatever we want. Most of the days I would be like, do I really want to dress up for school? I mean, I'm just going to go over there for like 6 periods or something and then see the same regular people, see the same regular... And I really don't care. And there's sometimes I'll be like, yeah, I need to dress up. I need to really look pretty today because people are looking pretty and I hate how I look or something like that. Honestly, dressing up, not dressing up, that's on you. It's a distraction, yes, but you need to learn how to control that. You don't need to dress up for anybody to feel accepted. You don't need to dress up just because you want to be cool or something. Because tell me, popularity in high school only lasts for like a phase. It's not something that's going to take you to college. It's just a phase.
Thank you so much, Deola. Thank you so much, Favor. Now, the last, just one point from both of you. What has it been like being part of the King's Palace the youth church at the King's Palace? So, what are the things you can say you have learned? One or two things you've learned being part of that ministry, Diola?
Dedication.
Okay.
Another thing was dedication, and that goes to Pastor Florence because honestly, she taught me dedication the most. It's difficult. It's very hard taking care of youths. It's very hard taking care of kids. But I feel like teenagers are kind of the hardest because we're starting to grow up. We're starting to discover ourselves. But then her dedication and her passion towards it is what, like, I'm really surprised. Sometimes I'll be like, even as you first, sometimes I'll be like, I really don't want to do this. I really don't want to do anything. Then I'll just look at Pastor Florence. I'll think, if Pastor Florence was in my shoe, she will be doing this even at 12 midnight. She'll be like, she'll just be dedicated in it. And I'll be like, that's somebody I need to model out of my life. And that's the number one thing I learned, dedication.
Favor?
The one thing I learned as a teenager in this church is giving back to the community, because from, during our youth weeks, we'd go to, I think the Katy Christian Ministry, when we had to clean up their store, organize, and also food distribution. There were times I came here to, help the adults give out the food. Just by being here, it also like helped me when I would be with my school organizations, giving back to the community, because there's people who don't have the things that I have, and you just learn to be appreciative of the things that you do have and not to take things for granted.
Thank you so much, guys, for coming. Thank you so much, Favor. Thank you so much, Diola, for coming. We're going to take a clip. This clip was put together by I think the high school graduates, the clip from the high school graduates. Thank you so much, and we'll be back shortly.
Hi, I'm Eva Kun Olabinjo. I have been coming to this church since I was about 9, so I'm 21 now, so it's been a while. I just graduated from UCLA in March. I would say the most challenging part of school was definitely trying to find a balance between working hard and definitely trying to do well, but also really enjoying my time over the 4 years and not working myself too hard. But I definitely found a really good community, a good church that really helped me through the difficult times. And I would say growing up at the King's Palace definitely really created a foundation for me to really want to keep searching once I got to college and really learn more about my faith. I think I never really questioned God's presence in my life thanks to what I'd learned growing up for so long. So right now my plans are to stay in LA and take a couple gap years before applying to grad school. I want to go into a clinical psychology PhD program where I want to work with youth that have gone through difficult childhood experiences. So yeah, hopefully that works out. But I would just like to encourage you guys. I know it's a really difficult time, but I would say my biggest word of encouragement is just to really not stress out too much and really allow yourself to just really learn more about yourself and learn more about God, especially as you go into college. I think it's a great time for you to really understand yourself and your values and what you truly believe, both when it comes to Christianity and just yourself as a person in general. So I just encourage you to be open and just keep working hard, and things will work out because God has a plan for you. So yeah, that is it. Good luck, guys.
Hi guys, my name is Shibomi Adenuga. I just graduated from University of North Texas with my bachelor's in mechanical engineering. One of the challenges I faced in my undergrad in school, I would say just speaking up. I think it's really underrated, but it's a big thing. Just in your classrooms, when your professor is teaching, you're not understanding a concept, just speaking up. Then also for me, one of the big issues I had was my accent. So I grew up in Nigeria, so coming here, the professors, sometimes it would be hard for them to understand me, but also you have to learn how to use your bad qualities and take them to your advantage. So I turned that around and I got to get closer to my professors. How the church impacted me, I would say it's a big thing that you guys are already in the church. I would say just keep it going. It's very important. It may not seem so right now, but just having people that could pray for you, having people that could call you to check up on you, how things are going, just having mentors in church that could just be there for you, having a community of people. Because just thinking of the story of Daniel left his hometown and he was in Babylon by himself. That really speaks to a college student's life, but just being by yourself, being away from others. Words of encouragement, I would say you could do it. I mean, if someone told me that I would graduate from college in 4 years at the age of 19, I wouldn't have believed them, but I did it. So just believing in yourself. Don't listen to all the professors, the teachers, your friends telling you, hey, you can't do this, it's impossible. Just believing in yourself that everything is possible, especially since you're a Christian. And I'll tell you, just keep your walk with Christ. You know, people would look down at you, whatever, but just keeping sure that you know who your God is. And just holding that to your heart. And God will help you guys.
Hello, my name is Deborah Ditinji. I just graduated from the University of Texas at Dallas. Some challenges I faced during school, I would say, was finding the right church that was helping me to able to grow, finding the right niche of friends, and just finding how I work. And just because I know transitioning from high school to college is definitely different, but just finding the way to balance everything was definitely kind of difficult. But when I found the hang of things, it was really nice. My future plans is continue my studies. And what encouragement I would like to give to you would be just to make sure you focus on your goals, make sure you find the right church that will help you grow, and find the right friends, because your friends in college are honestly, like they like to say, lifelong friends. And make sure you pick the right people who...
Hi, my name is Bankole Jarrett, and I'm a human being. I'm going to be graduating from Westchester University of Pennsylvania with a physics degree. A lot of challenges. Life in itself comes with different challenges, and going to college brings its own special challenges. But it's very possible to overcome all those challenges. You have to be focused, dedicated, and obviously have a very good support system around you, and always look up to God, because at the end of the day, He's really the only one that got you 100%. Like I said, look up to God always. I did school in the state, but every time I came home, it was always wonderful. It was a wonderful experience with the church. Everyone always looking out, everyone always trying to help, everyone reaching out, and just knowing you have people looking up to you, people that expecting much from you, people that are guiding you, people that are praying for you, people that are always, basically always there for you. So it was very good having the church and individuals, several people. It's too many names. Basically, going to college was basically me putting aside some of my dreams, and now that that chapter of my life is done, it's time to explore my other options. Yeah, it's a challenge. No one ever said it was going to be easy, but you make it through. So you just have to be focused, you have to be determined, you have to be very dedicated, set goals for yourself, set short-term goals, because it's a long journey, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Set goals for yourself, celebrate your goals, and remember, put God first and stay detail-oriented, and you make it through. Once again, this has been Bank Jarrett. Thank you for those that came before me for setting the way, those that rode with me for helping me, and those coming behind, keep chasing.
I'm going to be graduating in a Bachelor's in Business Administration, specifically marketing. Some challenges that I face in school is definitely balancing my spiritual life, my academic life, and my social life. Something that really helped is just staying organized and really just trusting in God and getting my strength from Him. Some other places that I found a lot of encouragement was people in the King's Palace, from people who called me, people who texted me, just encouraging me and showing that they cared was really helpful too in those times of trouble. Even the preachings from the ministers in church and pastor, those all came in handy in those times where I felt overwhelmed. Some words of encouragement that I would give the youth is just stay strong in your faith and trust in God in every plan that you make in your life. And also some future plans that I have after I graduate from school is to start my career in marketing and gain some experience in that field, and then eventually go back to get my master's degree and then go back and continue.
Hello, my name is Tim Lulualiadi. I recently just graduated from Purdue A&M with a Bachelor's of Science in Chemical Engineering. And one challenge that I would say that I faced while I was in college was learning to stay disciplined and learning to not disrespect the freedom that I've been given at that time as a young man. And what I mean by that is ensuring that I stay true to my values and also the precepts that I've been taught as a young boy growing up. You know, ensuring that I made the people that sacrificed a lot for me proud, be it my pastor, my parents, or even myself, ensuring that I could look in the mirror and say that I made myself proud. And the will to actually enforce that discipline stems from some of the things that I learned in church, some of the things that I learned from mentors, some of the things that I learned from pastors, some of the things that I learned from my parents, and also some of the things that I taught myself personally. My short-term goal for now is to go ahead with my master's degree, which I would be starting in the fall. And before I go, I'll leave you guys with two things. The first thing that I live by is to always put God first in everything you do, and any decision that I have to make, be it big or small, I always put God first in it. The second thing is a mantra that I live by, and it is that a moment of pain is worth a lifetime of success. I'll say it one more time. A moment of pain is worth a lifetime of success. I wish you guys the best. Stay safe and peace, y'all.
You're welcome back. It's the King's Palace TV reaching you live from 5371 East 5th Street, Katy, Texas. It's still the Best Answer Challenge Season 8. And we're talking about the distractions at school and how you can actually overcome. The last clip you watched was that of the college graduates. We're going to play that of the high school graduates very soon. But I've been joined now in the studio by two hefty men. Let me use that word, hefty men. These are my guys. When I say my guys, these are my guys in the King's Palace. You know, I have on my left one of our drummers in church is no other person but Bishop Evangelist Pope Noble Ekuma. Put it up for Noble Ekuma. Noble Ekuma, can you please say something to the audience watching you?
Welcome all. This is our Best Essay Challenger. We're talking about the challenges that we faced in high school, and we're glad to have you here.
All right, and on my right is another pastor, another pope, another bishop, another archbishop. Enoch Ojo. You're welcome, Enoch. Say something to the viewers.
This is the Answer Challenge Season 8, and I hope you guys are blessed.
All right, I just quickly take a few comments before we go on. I see Joy Eze, I will feel you. Awesome response, guys. God bless you, Sister Joy Eze. And there's something from Pastor Shade Badu. She says, congratulations to year 2020 graduates. God will go ahead of you in all you do. Amen to that, Pastor Shade. And there's something from Daughter of a King. She says, amen. Zoli Sack says, hallelujah. And of course, something from Sophia Tamuno. Sophia says, congrats, class of 2020. It has been a different way of graduating, but you did it through all the storms. Congrats, you all. All right, so, Noble, I'm going to take you up first. So what were those distractions? I know you were, tell us those distractions at school and how God really, really helped you to overcome them.
Distractions I probably faced in school, like one of the main ones, I don't know if it will count as a distraction, but it's procrastination. And it's just like, I like telling myself that because I'm given like 2 weeks to do something, like an essay, I can push it to like the last 3-4 days to do it. And it really became like a bad thing. I won't say it's a distraction, but it's one of the things that really like made my high school, not as good as it should be, grade-wise and like quality-wise and things like that. And I guess praying on it and asking God to help me get over it, and like consciously taking an effort to get my things done the day I got it helped a lot. So yeah.
The fourth point for Noble, he said procrastination. Now don't forget, you can call in. They're going to scroll these numbers. It's 281-624-7051. 281-624-7051. Not necessary to ask a question, but just something you want to say to this guys, just to wish them, just to congratulate them. Enoch Ojo, distraction. For you, I know one at least, but go ahead.
One of the main distractions for me was the feeling of trying to belong to the status quo and trying to belong to the popularity group, and that really distracted me and led me to like develop other skills that wouldn't necessarily help me in academics, and yeah.
So you mean I was thinking about I know you're so much into sports, so that was never a distraction for you.
Oh yeah, it was a distraction in that like it's kind of hard to balance it with academics also, so that was a major distraction.
All right, Enoch. Sorry, Noble. I need those really practical examples. What some other? I know you talked about procrastination, and which is one major thing. What other things that really got you distracted while at school?
Another distraction would be, I would say social media, in the sense of like just things that were happening around. Maybe if because I played like for football and things like that. If practices got late to things like that, I'll get home, I didn't want to do the work. Or if I saw something more fun that I would want to do with my friends or anything like that, or watch a movie or something like that, those were things that contributed to procrastination and then and distracted me from like what I was actually supposed to be focusing on.
Okay, so guys, a while ago I had Diola and Favor, you're right here, and I asked them if they in any way had distractions from boys. So guys, what's up? Ladies, girls? Now I see Noble doing this. I see Noble doing this. So just spill it, boy. Spill it, bro.
I'll let
Okay, Enoch.
go first.
Distraction from ladies, and you get to school. You know what? You know one thing I faced when I was in high school. How you just have those girls around you. Oh, Tunde, 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 Tunde. So tell us some of those things, guys. Enoch Ojo.
Uh, so girls, were you don't have to actually like get distracted by them. Just if once you have a goal, for yourself and you remember your parents at home, you'll know that you got to be careful with everything, especially girls, especially when you're in high school, because not all of them have your best interests at heart, and not all of them share the same goals as you. So some of them might try to bring you back, and then that's when you know. That's why you should just focus, have a goal, and once you have a goal, it'll be pretty hard to be distracted by girls.
So in other words, if you're in high school and you see a girl who wants to distract you, just say, Corona, I bind you in the name of Jesus. Noble. Okay, Noble, before you share your story, I know your story once somebody was told us during our Sunday school, and that's why I keep saying all this thing about boys and girls. She said she went to school to pick, I think to pick her daughter, and she met. Oh, we'll have a call, so we're gonna take this call, please. All right, Sister Taiwo, we can hear you live and clear.
Hi, Batunde.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, awesome. I wanted to ask the boys, how do they deal with peer pressure?
Okay.
Especially trying to be cool in class.
Okay.
In front of the girls.
Okay.
And how do they deal with getting in trouble and knowing they have to face their parents? Since I have a boy, and I just want to know how they deal with peer pressure because of trying to be cool, to be that cool kid. That's my question. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sister Taiwo, for calling me. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
So, who is going to take that? Noble wants to take that. Thank you, Noble.
So when it comes down to peer pressure, it's like something I struggled with like freshman year. I was like into sophomore year, I guess. And I guess like when you realize to yourself, there's nothing you can really tell the person when they realize to themselves that at the end of the day, everybody's going for something different. That the person who's like getting in trouble, skipping class, doing whatever they're doing, like that person might not be trying to get to the same goal that you're going to. The person might just be trying to go to school while you're trying to get all A's and things like that. So if you follow in the same path they're following, then you can't get to the same goal that you want to get to. So you have to surround yourself with people that will peer pressure you towards your goal, I guess. Yeah.
Enoch, you want to say something about it?
Another thing was like, if you remember my parents would tell me like stuff at home, like just focus on your schoolwork, just go to school and study. You didn't go to school to make friends, and you remember like also stuff in the Bible. It says like, there's time for everything. So, like pressure. Like if you're gonna like your friends are asking you to come to a party, just there's time for everything. So instead of studying, just study rather than going to the party.
Okay, you guys are going to tell us one or two things you learned from the King's Palace that you were able to apply at school. But I was going to tell you guys a story before then. A woman she was going to pick her child or so. I can't really remember so much about the story. Pick a child from school. And when she got to school, she saw a boy and a girl doing some nasty stuff. And the parents of the boy and girl, they just stood and like, hey, John, hurry up. Hurry up with that stuff and let's go. In our own days, hey, if I do that, there's even no need going back home. So tell us one of those things you learned from the King's Palace that you think you were able to apply that at school and it really worked for you. Who's going to go? Ojo?
One of the main things I learned was like there's like the verse that's like do not conform to this world, like be not of this world. So like just don't like belong to the world and just go for your own goal. Don't focus on other people. Just focus on your own goal because you have a goal and everybody else has a goal too. And not everybody has your best interests at heart. So just focus on your own goal and chase it.
Okay, I'm going to take a few comments here. I have a comment from Sophia Terminal. Sophia, thank you so much. She said, a moment of pain is worth a lifetime of success. Great mantra. Tokumajar says procrastination is a thief of time. Yeah, Noble said that. And Adeola Bote says, say it, Noble. Sister Maureen said this question can be reversed. Okay. Trying to feel cool. Something from Unduka Mati says, congratulations to the class of 2020. We are very excited about all your accomplishments and wish you much success in the future. Continue to soar. Again, from Tokumbo Jai, she said, have friends that will peer pressure you. Do the right thing. Did you hear that? Said, have friends that will peer pressure you to do the right thing. And this from Sister Maureen again, she said, congratulations to the class of 2020. It shall be from glory to glory. Your future shall be great. Love you all. So at this point, I want to thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you so much, Pastor Noble Ekuma. And thank you, Pastor Enoch Ojo. So we're going to play the clip for the high school graduates now, while we take the last set. Stay tuned.
My favorite memory of church is that church anniversaries. It's just that everyone's happy. There's just no type of sadness that could be instilled in somebody because of the fun environment, happy environment. Everyone's laughing, everyone's having fun together. Everyone's just being active and having a blast. And yes, that's my favorite memory of church.
My favorite moment in the church is the youth week and the church anniversary. Those are really fun.
I am Media Akashiwe, and my favorite church moments are from the anniversaries. I love how the anniversaries have a diverse array of activities and how influential they are in bringing people together.
Pebble, and my favorite memory from being a youth at the King's Palace is the summer trips. I love the summer trips. My favorite trip was the Atlanta trip. I think Auntie Bumi was my chaperone. I learned so much from her. I learned so much from the places we went. Like, it was so much fun, and like the talent shows, everything so much fun. Also, Ali, I love Ali. Like, so many business strategies. Like, I learned so much from Ali and Hadassah. Yes, Hadassah. Oh my God, yes, Hadassah. I loved Hadassah so much. I learned so much from Hadassah. Like, with all the girls opening up and me learning from them and then learning from me and Tabumi, and it was just a really nice time. And those were my favorite memories from being a youth at TFE. Bye.
Hello, graduating students. Congratulations to all of you. I'm so proud of you. You made it. You beat COVID-19 to graduate. Thank God that you all graduated. It was a different and peculiar year. No prom, no graduation, but guess what? God has better and greater things ahead of you. So please go and excel. Do great things. Always remember, you are not ordinary because you have an extraordinary God. Love you all.
God has given me. I know who God says I am. What He says I am. Where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I know who God says I am. What He says I am. Where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I'm walking in power. I walk in miracles. I live a life, for I know who I am.
You're welcome back. It's the King's Palace TV, reaching you live from 5371 East 5th Street. If you're just joining us, it's the Best Answer Challenge Season 8, and we're talking about the distractions at school and how you overcome them. And I've been joined now. On my left is the daughter of Bro Peter and Lola Adetunji. Deborah Adetunji, welcome to the King's Palace TV.
Hello, thank you for having me.
And on my right is the daughter of Pastor Nnamdi Amalachuku. Pastor Nnamdi Amalachuku and Sister Maureen Egmuna, the assistant pastor of RCCG, the King's Palace. Onye.
Hi.
So nice to have you guys here today. So before we go into the discussion for today, I want to talk about two ladies that has made the King's Palace TV so proud. We're so proud of these two ladies. They were here in the studios last week, the last time we had them. And today, I want to talk so much about them. We want to say a very big thank you to Esther and Ruth Jarrett. Now, what did they do? I'm going to tell you. We sent out a flyer and we said, just get us 10 people to subscribe to the King's Palace TV. But guess what they did? We needed just 10 from them and they'll get $50. But they gave us as of today, we've had 104 subscribers from them. They got 104 people to subscribe to the King's Palace TV. And on behalf of the King's Palace TV, we want to announce a cash donation of $200 to Esther and Ruth Jarrett. Thank you so much and God bless you. All right, back to my guests, Onyinye and Deborah. Distractions at school. All the while I've had people from all those high school stuff. In Nigeria it's like secondary school, but these are the main people. College. Hey, college. So tell us, Onyinye. Yes. The distractions. You want to tell us some of those things you had in school and how God really helped you? Okay, you need to face the camera so they can see you. All right.
I would say there was distractions obviously anytime you are going to a new environment away from people that you are used to being around. But the way I was able to handle some of my distractions that I went through, like just procrastinating or just wanting to hang out with friends instead of studying, was to just have good friends around me that would motivate me to do better instead of friends that were trying to derail me to procrastinate even more. So that really helped, just having good people around you to keep you in the right path.
Thank you so much. We're still going to need some practical examples from you in here. But before then, Debbie.
I just want to say I was really fortunate. My freshman year, I was able to be part of a program where I lived, my dorm. So I had a lot of like-minded people around me. So we were all we'd study together. We'll do a lot of stuff. It was hard, I'm not gonna lie, when it came to they had some parties or there would be some gathering that I wouldn't be able to go to, or not just do, because I had to make sure that I was focused and I studied and make sure I did what I was supposed to do whenever I got there. I made sure I was on the correct path.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you this. How were you able to apply some of the things you learned from the King's Palace at school? You getting to school, the peer pressure is not so much. So, and I know there are a couple of things you guys learned from the King's Palace. How were you able to apply some of those things? Onye.
I would say a big thing that I learned from the King's Palace is always put God first in everything that you do. So when I wanted to, any decision that I made, I always try to pray about it and make sure this is what God has in plan for my life. And it really helped me a lot in being successful in school and even outside curricular things that I did. So yeah, just praying about things and making sure that God is in approval of everything that you're doing.
Debbie?
Just like you said, definitely putting God first in everything that you do. And then also, I would say that I also had my parents, I would call them, and also my godparents. They're really helpful with anything that I needed, just to guide me in the way, even if I couldn't ask my mom or dad something, I had my godparents who I could talk to, and also they would make sure I was on the right path. So I said that I'm really grateful for them.
Okay, Debbie, I know your dad sorry, I didn't say words. I know your dad is the chief usher at the King's Palace, and Onye, your dad is the assistant pastor. Did that mean anything to you even while at school that, my dad is a pastor? You understand what I'm trying to say? So, how did that influence any of your decisions at school?
Yeah, knowing that your parents are a big part in your church, you obviously always want to make them proud in everything that you're doing. But just really just me on my own, I try to make sure that I was doing the right thing, you know, that was based off of the principles from God and the Bible and everything, not really just to impress my parents, the people in church, but really because I knew that was the right thing to do also.
Okay, Debbie?
I would say a big part is just to make sure you know, like Mom would always say, know who child you are, like know who your parents are, and just remember like the teachings that they brought me up. Just a big part, like just even if like they're big members, just the simple teaching that they taught me when I was growing up have been instilled in me for so long that it's really hard for me to like go against them.
All right, so before I take your last comment, which is your maybe just a word of advice to those in high school that will be going to the college now. Let me just take a few comments. I have a comment from from Emmanuel Jare. It says, a distraction is an attraction that attracts you from your goal. And again from Pastor Fola Shade Badru, Mommy Isaac. She said, good job, Esther and Ruth. Akim Babola Divine says, congratulations to the class of 2020. God bless you and may he continue to keep you all. Again from Pastor Fola Shade Badru. You see, that's why we're so proud of her. Thank you so much, Pastor Shade. She said, how time flies. Oi, I wish I had a picture of you that Pastor Badu showed us. Okay. All right. So how time flies. Oyi and Deborah, just like yesterday. God bless you. And Akim Babala Yemen said, amen. Pastor Falashadi said, so proud of you all. Congratulations once again. So, your last words, Oyi and Deborah. What? Just a word of advice too. You know, the fact that some of these likes of Noble, Enoch, Adeola, and Favor, you know, they are still going to be in college. So, just a word of advice for them. Deborah.
I would say, first things first, find a group a group of friends like that are like-minded like you, that will help you. Like you guys can go to church, fellowship. I was very fortunate to have that around me, and make sure you remember the values that your parents taught you, because those things are instilled in you, and it will definitely be helpful for you whenever you're going through tough situations. Have an adult, like you can even you can call me if you need to. If you don't want to talk to your parents, just have somebody that you can adult that can help you through situations. And I know that you guys are in college. There's going to be distractions. Just make sure you know that you're going there to make not just your parents but yourself proud, because it's a stepping stone to a new chapter in your life.
Thank you so much, Debbie. Oyin.
Yeah, all of the points that she made were very good. I would agree with everything that she said also. A few things that I would add would be like, make sure you find a good church that you can go to and really just build your faith in God, because that's going to be the real base of your foundation in school. Other than academics, like without God, you're not really going to be as successful as you would like. And then also from church, you're going to find a lot of peers who do have the same mindset as you and the same motivations as you, and that will really help you through your time in college. So, yeah.
Thank you so much, guys, for coming. It's been really nice having you. Thank you so much, Debbie, for coming. Thank you so much, Oyin. Now, when we come back, there's a giveaway here, and all you need to tell us 7 differences between the first and second service at the King's Palace. 7 things you can say, oh, we can really relate to it. For instance, if you tell me the first service is, the theme for first service is blah, blah, blah. I can relate with that. Second service is this. So tell us 7 things that you can relate with. If, for instance, you say the first service starts at 8, that's a lie. It doesn't start at 8. So we want 7 things. And the first person to give me those 7 correct answers will get this gift card to shop at TJ Maxx. So see you guys soon. Stay tuned.
Hello, my name is Daniel again. You can also call me Daniel of King's Palace TV. Please subscribe to our channel, King's Palace TV. You will find great sermons by Pastor Tunde Badru. You'll get to know more about RCCG, the King's Palace. It is easy to subscribe to King's Palace TV.
All right, thank you for joining us again. It's the King's Palace TV. We are at the end of, almost towards the end of this today's discussion. It's been the distractions at school and how you're able to overcome. I have Pastor Flo back to the studio. She's just going to be giving a parting words. But just before then, I mentioned before we went on break that there's a giveaway here. It's I think it's a $25 gift card to shop at TJ Maxx, and all you need to tell us is 7 differences between the first and second service. Just any 7. It can be the timing or whatever. Just tell us 7 differences between the first and second service. So we'll wait for that. The first person to give me the 7 gets this. And I mentioned before now that Esther and Ruth Jarrett, those 2 girls, in 48 hours, they got 104 people to subscribe to the King's Palace TV. And we're giving them a gift of $200. Now, we want to see who can beat that record, 104. We are waiting to see who can really beat that record. They did that in just 48 hours, 104 subscribers. Pastor Flo, I know you're going to miss your children. You're already getting very emotional. I understand, Pastor Flo. I understand. So, what do you have to say?
Before I say something, there's something I must not forget to mention here. I want to say a very big thank you to all the teachers. I'm not the only person that works in the youth church. Auntie Buki, Auntie Nike, Uncle Ade is there, Pastor Adebinkwe is there. So I want to say a very big thank you to them because I have a very powerful team. They are very dedicated people, and you know, we work like one big family, and that has made everything so easy for us to work in the youth church. And I must not forget to mention Mommy Shade. Mommy Shade is so wonderful. She's so supportive of us in the youth church. And I want to say thank you also to our pastor, Pastor Badru, very supportive as well, because we cannot do anything without the support of the leadership of the church. And I want to say that every time we have wonderful support from them. So the class of 2020 is a very unique time that they are in, with all the things happening, you know, but we want to just say that wherever you are going to, so higher. If you could beat COVID this time, I know there's nothing you can, you won't be able to beat. Like you have been told and you have been taught, don't forget all the word of God that have been imparted into your life. Wherever you go to, be a light and shine there. And I know that the Lord God will bless you and prosper you, and you go higher and higher in Jesus' name.
Okay, to the high school and even to the college graduates, remember they used to stay, I'll try to, I'm sure Pastor Flo will help me with this. There's a saying that they say, I'm trying to remember, that remember the son of, yeah, that's it. That's actually the English word. Remember the son or the daughter of whom you are wherever you go. All right, back to this. I see the answers now. Okay, now if it's not complete, if I don't have the 7, I'm going to keep this giveaway. So just so you know, Daughter of Zion of a King says first service starts at 9. That's true, but I need all the 7. Okay, I got this from Ella. She said the first service starts at 9 and ends at 10. That's correct. Second service starts at 10 and ends at 11:30. That's correct. That's 2. First service is called Hour of Power. That's correct. Second service is called Glory to Glory. That's 4. That's correct. Sermons differ. Now that's 5. And I said I wanted 7. 7. Remember 7. I need the 7 in 1. 7. Put the 7 together. Ella, if you're coming back, put that 7 together so it's easy for me. Okay, I got this from Joy. Oh, she retracted. Oh, that's fine. So I'm just going to wait for that. And like I said, Esther and Ruth got 104 subscribers. So let's see who can beat that record. And they're getting $200. I almost said 200,000. $200, please, Joe. Please, Joe. So we'll just wait for that. And I want to say a very big thank you to Bro Dakbo and the media team, Bro Bola and everyone. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. Thank you, Aaron, and everyone. So, okay, I think I have something now. Ella said worship duration is longer in no, just put all that together so that it's, it's clear. Put whatever thing you wrote before, I need everything in one. So, like I said, 7 things, 7 differences between the first service and the second service. Pastor Flo, this is an opportunity for you to even say more things to those. I'm sure Pastor Shade will be graduating some new the sixth grade, right? Is it sixth graders now? Or, so I don't know. Those that will be joining to.
Yes, they'll be joining. Normally, they join after summer break.
Okay.
So we'll get new children coming from the children church to the youth church. They join from the sixth grade. That's when they join.
Okay, Pastor, you probably want to talk about the Zoom. You guys, how have you guys been meeting?
Okay, so every Sunday we have a Bible study on Zoom, and it's 2 p.m. every Sunday, and so we always send out the link. So I want you to encourage your children to join. It's always been a wonderful time, and tomorrow is going to be an exciting time because we'll be talking about what is happening, around us now. Every time anything is happening, we don't just deal with the Bible only. Well, we try to teach them about events happening around. Like we know everything happening about racism. So we're going to be talking about that tomorrow. So we do a focus study every time, and then we try to apply the Bible principle to whatsoever thing that we are doing. So encourage your children to join tomorrow. It's going to be a wonderful time. And most of the time we have people coming, into our midst to teach as well. We make use of professionals, a lot of professionals in the church. They're always coming anytime you have to talk about anything medical. We have people in the church that are able to help. So the youth church is a very vibrant and a wonderful place to be. I want you to encourage as many of your children to join us tomorrow by 2 p.m.
All right, and if you're still thinking of answering my question, there's so many things you want to probably talk about the music. That okay, the first service we see more of saxophones, we see more of guitars, we see more of this. So those are just some of the things you can actually talk about. But I need 7 things that you say, okay, I see this in the first service, or I see this in the second service, and all those stuff. So and now I'm going to talk about the children's Zoom. We're going to have the children department have Zoom every Sunday from 12 p.m. And I tell you, we have children joining from different parts of the world, people from Nigeria, from Canada, and it's always from 12, and they have a breakout session most times. After the 12 p.m., they break out into different ages. And tomorrow we are starting our Bible study, our Sunday school on Zoom. It's going to be 5 p.m. 5 p.m. tomorrow. Tomorrow 5 p.m. And first service for sure, it's from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. That's a clue. Second service from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. The first service is called Our Power. Second service is Glory to Glory. All right, since I do not have a winner for today that will give me what I want, okay, it's coming in now. All right, I see this from Peter Adetunji. It says, from Fafora. She said first time. Oh, okay, that's us. Peter says, congrats to all class of 2020 graduates. Higher heights for you all. Go, conquer, succeed, and prosper in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, Abimbola Divine says, the first service is about 1 hour long, while the second service is about 2 hours. I'm not sure about that. The first service starts from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., while the second service is about 10 to 12 a.m. 10 to 12 a.m. a.m. Ha! You're on your own. All right, so I'm going to keep this giveaway. Probably when you guys get used to the first and second service, you'll be able to answer my question correctly. Okay, I have this from Ella. She said, first service is 9 to 10, correct? Second service is from 10 to 11:30, correct? Sermons differ, I agree. First service or power, Second service, glory to glory. Longer worship and praise. On what service? Longer worship and praise. Okay, for second service, okay, you're right, that's correct, it's correct. More attendance in second. Second is longer, more musicians in second, I agree. Congratulations, Ella. Pick this up if you're in church tomorrow, and God will bless you. Until we come your way again next Saturday. Now, I'm not going to tell you what's going to happen next Saturday, but something exciting is coming up next Saturday. But remember, tomorrow's service is 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. first service, and second service is 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Pastor Flo, thank you so much for coming, and congratulations one more time. Thank you so much, the media crew. Thank you, Manuel, Dapo, Bola, Biola, Aaron, Peter, and everyone in the studio. Thank you so much. Until we come your way again, stay cool. God bless you.